Hi guys, Nina here from One Life Holistic Health and A State of Grace, a 90-day transformational program for women. I just got done meditating. I do this daily. It's a daily practice for me, and sometimes my meditations look very different. Some mornings I get up and feel the need to sit in silence. Some mornings I get up and I feel the need to do a guided meditation. I have a couple that I really like from Danielle Laporte, Gabby Bernstein, and Bob Proctor. So sometimes I feel the need to do that, and sometimes I feel the need to do other meditations. One thing that I really like to do is to weave my personal development into that. And I talk about this author a lot, Brene Brown, but I will tell you her book, The Gifts of Imperfection, really helped me to break through perfectionism. There was a time in my life where I felt like I absolutely needed to be perfect. That derived from some previous traumas, and it really helped me move through that. So if you have a chance to read that book, The Gifts of Imperfection, it was really good. I did another video where I talked a little bit about her wholehearted living, and she's such a genius, and she does this really amazing talk on the power of vulnerability. So also, if you have a chance to get into that, do that. She has other great books, Daring Greatly, some other things that are really good. But I want to read you this piece that she talks about authenticity, because I think that if you're going to live wholeheartedly, like she talks about, you also have to have that authenticity piece. And authenticity doesn't mean that you're going to go around living your life completely unfiltered and inappropriate. I get asked that a lot. You talk about authenticity all the time, and I speak my mind, and it isn't always received well. Well, that's not necessarily living authentically. It doesn't mean that we just voice our opinion in inappropriate times and that we're completely unfiltered and inappropriate. So that's not what I mean when I mean that. But what I mean that is like really having this understanding of yourself and being true to that in every day, every action, every moment, and really owning it, and owning the good parts and owning the bad parts. So I'm going to read this about authenticity real quick. She says, authenticity is a daily practice. Choosing authenticity means cultivating the courage to be emotionally honest, to set boundaries, and to allow ourselves to be vulnerable. Exercising the compassion that comes from knowing that we are all made of strength and struggle, and connected to each other through a loving and resilient human spirit, nurturing the connection and sense of belonging that can only happen when we let go of what we're supposed to be and embrace who we are. Authenticity demands wholehearted living and loving, even when it's hard, even when we're wrestling with the shame and fear of not being good enough, and especially when the joy is so intense that we're afraid to let ourselves feel it. I've been there. Mindfully practicing authenticity during our most soul-searching struggles is how we invite grace, joy, and gratitude into our lives. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. She also has these beautiful graphics that she's made with this. You can see that. I have one printed out and I have it put on my wall. There's another video that I did that I talk about a passage that Chris D. Larson, who is also a personal development author, wrote out, and it's just beautiful, and I encourage you to seek out that video and find that as well, because it's nice to talk about that as well. But really just knowing yourself and owning yourself, and it goes back to my meditation practice all the time, because that's how I get in touch with myself, and that's how I learn to trust myself, and that's how I learn to love myself, and that's how I learn to do that, is to really sit with myself in the quiet. And when that happens, sometimes emotions do come up, but learning how to sit with your emotions and not sit in your emotions is an amazing, and it's a powerful thing. So today I'm going to challenge you to go out and live your truth. And if you need help with that, reach out to somebody. There are so many people that are out there in this world doing these amazing things, willing to help you figure out kind of how that's going. You can always reach out to me as well. So I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day. As you can hear, people are moving into my apartment complex. I'm sorry. He just totally ran over the curb and hit this. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna pretend that I didn't see that and hope that they get that figured out. So, anyways, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.